What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to some more Anno 1800 and a lovely riot. Look at this. Look at this lovely riot that people decided to hit me with my massive lack of police stations, apparently. Oh, good lord. Let's remedy that with a few police stations scattered about. Hope everyone is having a great week so far. I know I am, even though I have been exceedingly busy IRL, but we are getting there. That should be decent. Let all these right here get up and running. Anyhow, yeah, they're a little unhappy just because they don't have much other than a variety theater, and plus that 100% riot chance from all the propaganda, because I am that kind of terrible person. What are my archives looking like? Minus 30, minus 20. What I'll probably do once I have more happiness on this island from everyone is I will replace the plus 15 happiness with another consumption reduction. Get us up to a baseline of 60% consumption reduction. That's going to help us out quite a bit. Although I don't have to do that because I am going to be using department stores and cafes and bars and restaurants to reduce consumption. So maybe I could put in a riot chance reduction instead. That might be slightly more useful. Let's try to get some more people out here. Can I get any more? I don't think. No, I need a average happiness of 30 for the next one. So that'll be pretty decent right there. That'll help out a lot. Get some more guys coming out. Cool. Anyways, as you can see, I have done quite a bit here. We've gotten several engineers going on here in a big, nice swath. The city is actually starting to look like a real city now. Not looking at a collection of hovels. It's looking like an actual legit town, and I'm so excited about that. So for today, I think I want to do a little focusing on maybe expanding some more of our population this way. Want to get some stuff going on up here. I'm also going to come down here, probably to this island of Pinzin down here. This is a nice wide open area. I think I'm going to make a big industrial complex down here. I want to get some more... I'm thinking about doing just a straight heavy weapons factory menu, going down here, several of them. I know that making heavy weapons directly is not the most efficient thing to do, but I'm not going to have a ton of these bicycle factory things up here. I'm going to have a lot of them. And some people have asked about, why are you doing it like this? Shouldn't you have it where it's in like groups of 4? Basically, like, here's a trade union. You'd have 4 on each corner. Then you come over here, have another trade union. It would have 3, and then this is the 4th one. Then a trade union here, and it would connect all the others. It's basically like leapfrogging it all, and that is the best way to do it. However, I'm not doing it that way just because I'm lazy. I don't know, and because I'm not trying to like over efficiency it, if that's a phrase I can use. Yes, I'm not gonna try to over efficiency it, but I do want to use some of these little fun little cheap methods for producing goods like this. I didn't incorporate much of it into the city until over here. I'm going to probably do a bit more of that over in this area. Maybe some up here. Have a little bit better setup for that whole thing right there. The kind of the limiting factor on it is Bruno Ironbright. I only have 50,000 research points right now because I have not expanded our scholar population much, which I need to go and do. And so I'm kind of limited on how many Brunos I can get. I am at 2,800 attractiveness, so this one right here should start getting me some better legendary specialists soon. What I can do to help that out a little bit is to put a harbor master next to it, and then we can get in like maybe Thomasina right here. I could get in... Don't have any of the other ones at the moment. Thomasina does help, though. That 15% increased chance of specialists is really, really big. So I'll probably find some other items for our tourist mooring right here, so we can increase the chance of getting more visitors and see if we can get more Bruno Ironbrights from that, as well as expanding our scholar population to get some more from there. I think I do have an Elise the Nose somewhere. That'd also be a good one to go ahead and craft. I think I've got one. That is not what I want to spell. It's not what I want to spell either. Yeah, there she is. Okay. She does cost 40,000, so I'll have that in just a moment. So that'll be good. Go ahead and get one of those in. I'm going to get a couple. I'm going to get at least 3 of these that provides the champagne. We will be able to utilize that on our investors when we have investors on this island right here. So that's going to be very helpful for those specialists. Oh, no, we still have a minute until we have someone come and visit us right there. So that'll be fine. So yeah, I think I want to do a little more expansion here. I also want to take a look at these department stores. I want to get some of these up and running. What do we want to do for this one? Toaster is not going to be useful. I mean, I'm going to have at least a toaster because I am going to build a Skyline tower on this island too, which will probably save up some material and go ahead and get that built. Go ahead and get that started. But we'll have to have it. And Itsuko, not really that useful. This would be very useful. This is going to have celluloid, of course. That would be useful. Or, let's see.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Let's see. I want to take a look and see what we're going to, what I want to do first. Like, what's going to be the best benefit for me. None of those are. They're like the easy. It's like I'm trying to find the easy ones. That one actually would not be bad. Okay, what about the drugstore?
Customers are seeking goods, but we have naught to offer.
Actually, this one right here would be pretty useful starting out. It's easy to get sugar, soap, and coal. Reducing the... Well, the pocket watches aren't... No, the pocket watches aren't useful because I'm going to be covering a lot of that. Okay, that one's not useful. Mind. Crap. I mean, they're all going to be useful at some point, but, like, I was hoping to find one maybe I could use starting out. None of them are tickling my fancy particularly, other than the vacuum cleaner. The reduced need for spectacles would be helpful, and then, of course, reduced need for the steam carriages later would be good. This is honestly what I need right now. This was going to be our biggest benefit. I really need to get to the Arctic and go do that. So that's going to be something I have to deal with as well. We haven't really done much with our tourists, although I would like to get that restaurant unlocked. Just go ahead and slot us in another one real quick. Yeah, we'll do that. He's going to get moved later anyways, but for right now, that'll work. Get that in there. I want to at least get the restaurant going. The restaurant's going to give us a reasonable... some reasonable stuff. The fish and fries, the fish and chips is really good. The venison en croûte is also really good. So those are going to be some things I want to get put in here, and I want to start getting those into the city. Spectacles and light bulbs need to be imported now. So I want from over here. Okay, so light bulbs requires 27 import-export contracts. Okay, that's good to know. Spectacles I can go ahead and bring in now. Yes, I will do a restaurant for you, actually. That sounds like a great idea. Go ahead and do a restaurant. So we're full up on that, so that's good. Coffee is going up slowly. I'm probably going to have to increase that to 200. And food is filled up. This is fine. That's good. That's good. How's this right here looking? Those are good. Okay, so spectacles. The spectacles. It's a 1-to-1 on those spectacles. How many do I have to have at the moment? It says 0 per minute. That is not true. I need more than 0 per minute. Lie, sir. You lie. Could do the gramophones. How many am I producing per minute? 3 per minute just from the ones that I have. So 3 per minute. 90? Not much. We'll do that for the time being, I think. Until I have some of this other stuff going. Don't want to overdo it. Bicycles per minute. Do I have excess? I have 12 bicycles per minute extra. Oh my god. That's insane. I could actually just do the bicycles and do like... Let's do that. We're going to have so many extra bicycles that it's going to be ridiculous. So let's just do that. Okay. So that's going to bring in the spectacles. I might have to produce my own light bulbs for a little while until I have that unlocked. I may have to do that. Oh, hey, you can just go right there. Yeah, you still reach everything too. Good. Good. All right, let's get our first restaurant going. I think our first restaurant's going to go right about here. That's like nice and centered. It's going to cover a lot of the city right there. We're going to take out these 2 houses. We're going to put our first restaurant.
A temple to flavor and taste.
Right.
Let us pay our devotions then.
Yes, I know. All right, there is that. Now, they are not going to like it because it is so far away. But that's okay. Not worried about that.
Still working on the menu, I expect.
All right, recipe book. Got to do the schnitzel. The schnitzel is pretty terrible. It's not going to be very useful for us because it only reduces... I don't much care for a lot of these recipe coverages. The one that I'm probably definitely going to do is the fish and chips right here. It's going to reduce several things that I'm going to be... well, the bread, it doesn't. Because I don't use bread.
Life without the adventure, the glamour,
Chocolate is not bad. We probably won't ever supply rum, so I'm not worried about that with the lobster chimney. The venison is okay. Oh wow, I may not actually even use any of this. Like, of the recipes, I would only ever actually use this for the chocolate. This is the only one that would get used here, is the canned food. From here, canned food and coffee. From here, chocolate. Now, of course, I can combine some of these, but it just seems like a lot of waste for, like, to have to produce all this other stuff just for, like, getting one benefit out of it. I really don't think I'm going to do that. I think we'll just do this. We'll do that right there. They do want this up and running, so that's fine.
Simply breathtaking.
I'm just going to take him and put him over here, I think, for the time being. Because I'm not actually going to use him.
Must fetch Jemima and sample this new dish.
Alright, so they need some potatoes, some tallow, and some pigs. I think I'm just going to bring that over from over here. So let me get all this, goods moving around here, and we'll be back in just a second.
Home can wait a while yet.
Okay, so I decided to go ahead and just temporarily produce my own spectacles. I've set up 2 sand mines down here. I am going to get one of the items right here that provides electricity within the radius of the docklands. So I'm going to go and craft one of those items over at Old Nate's Harbor. Those items are super, super useful, by the way, if you don't want to try to get electricity all the way out here. All you got to do is come down here and craft this little guy right here. Where's he at? There it is. The super spinner, or any of these, honestly, any of them will work. You could, The only difference between the rare and the epic is it has a lower chance of fire and explosions. So honestly, any of these right here will be perfectly fine. I like to do this one just so it has the lower chance of those incidents happening. And it provides electricity to anything within the radius of the Harbor Master. So they're really, really useful in something like the Docklands, so you can get electricity to everything without having to have a power plant nearby. So little tidbit right there. I am going to go work on that. So I can produce my own light bulbs for right now and get these guys supplied fully, because I'm going to go ahead and get some skyscrapers going with them. Really want those skyscrapers up and running. Speaking of all of that, I also want to go ahead and grab the Skyline Tower. And I'm thinking I want to have him in a nice prominent location somewhere in the city. Somewhere like right here. Because he is a 6x6. So it fits like really nicely. Excuse me. About choked for some reason. It does fit pretty nicely in most locations. It would actually go really nicely right to there. Although I may not have a lot of skyscrapers right here. I'm trying to think because since he does not use skyscraper goods, you don't want him within the radius of something that is being affected by your skyscraper items, like the Blue Skies Maid or the Blue Skies Delivery Service. You want him within the radius of a town hall that is going to be just like regular investors and not skyscraper investors. Kind of have to consider that when you are placing it. Of course, I can move it around later. It's not a big deal. I say that as I'm like furiously trying to find a spot to put him. Does need, well, it doesn't have to be within radius of electricity, but it would help if it's near electricity. You know, those sort of things do help a little bit. You know what? I really liking this spot right here. Let's clear this spot right here out. Take this out. Whoa. Come on now. There you go. Go ahead and get our Skyline Tower up into the air. Got everything we need. I do need to bring some more elevators over, so that's going to be something I do. Now, I've never built a second Skyline Tower, so I'm not entirely sure how it's going to, how that actually works. I've never built two of them before. I've only ever built the one. So this is even something new for me. We love new and exciting things. Put those two little fountains back there, I think. Drag us some of that right there around, and we are good to go. And we'll get him up and running. I don't think that there's going to be additional events related to this one. I don't think we have extra events or anything, so that'll be handy. It's paused for some reason. Don't know why it paused. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves plenty more elevators. I'll take all of those. We'll take all of these back to Crown Falls now. But yeah, get this guy built. That's going to be lovely. That'll be some more population coming in for us right there as we expand everything. So that's going to make us happy. And these guys are ready to upgrade. I am not going to make them investors just yet. I'm actually going to... Oh, wait. Oh, you don't have electricity, right? I was like, why don't you upgrade? Because you don't have electricity. Use this button right here, and we can see exactly what can be upgraded. Okay, cool. Go ahead and upgrade. Can't upgrade... Oh, right. Because I'm using it for all of this right here. That's fine. Let's actually get the Skyline Tower built first before I do anything else. So, while that thing is being built, and we have that running, go ahead also and take a look at expanding our tourists. I do want to get up to the cafe, I believe it is. Yes, I do want to get to the cafe. The cafe actually has a recipe in it that I like for my engineers, and especially for the investors. The banana surprise. It takes goat farms from the Embessa region, plantains, and cinnamon orchards. And it reduces the consumption of coffee by 10%, chocolate by 20%, and champagne by 5%. So it's a really, really good one. I like that one. There are some other ones that are not bad. The venison tartare isn't bad. Reduces coffee by 15%, champagne by 10%, and beer by 20%. The coffee and champagne are two really good ones. The beer, I don't really care about. I'm not going to have beer. But the first two are actually pretty good on that one. The palmier biscuit is not bad. Another reduction of champagne and coffee. Then the bread. I don't really care about the bread. It's okay. So those are the ones I really like from that. I also, I think, want to get a bar. Is it a bar that I'm wanting as well?
This city is a magnet for genius.
I think the bar is actually pretty good too. Yeah, the Black Muscovy. 15% reduction of chocolate, 10% reduction of schnapps. Again, don't care about that one. 25% reduction of champagne. That one's really, really good. We're definitely going to go for that one. I believe that's it. So bars and cafes are kind of going to be our big thing. Of course, that's going to need a lot. And we are, of course, going to have an iron tower because we gotta. It looks like I may have forgotten to build a couple more hospitals around here. Got a hospital there. We've got a hospital there. Down here to help with that side of town. We'll get another one over here. We are going to have a lot of population squeezed in here, so our people are going to be getting ill very often. So we have to take that into consideration. This thing is almost done too. That's good. 91,000 population. Finally, it's getting there. Crown Falls, with its tiny little population of 13,000. Items are being developed. I am developing a couple more. These, I thought did I not queue up? I could have swore I queued it up. I did an Elise. I need to go pick her up, actually. Get some of those in there too. Yeah, I want to get an Elise the nose. That way I can start getting access to her special pool of specialists and everything, because it's going to be quite a long time before we have the Right to Remain Act for us. So I'm going to have to do something different for that. I did start doing the heavy goods, even though it doesn't really actually do anything because nothing here affects that. But the Galvanic Grants Act is what I'm definitely wanting to do. I've had a few people ask me about exactly why I want to do that. And that's just because the 50% bonus from Galvanic Grants Act is a little bit better to me.
Production has stopped.
Why did you stop? Oh, probably just a lot of foot traffic going back and forth. I don't really want to upgrade anything right now. I want to save my materials for the Skyline Tower here and get that going. So, not a lot of action this episode, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. A lot more planning and just kind of talking about my thoughts of how I want to go about doing things. The next episode, I definitely will finish filling in all of this and make all of this mostly engineers. I am starting to go around a little at a time and setting up commuter piers. I'm going to have commuter piers set up on all of the islands here in the Cape Trelawney area. That way I get the workforce from everything. Since, again, I'm not going to have anything except engineers and investors on Crown Falls. So we're going to make sure we're going to need quite a bit of workforce, especially for all of the department stores and stuff. The department stores do take artisan workforce, so I'm going to need a lot of those. And I'm also going to set up a department store shopping district. I think right here would actually be a good spot. We'll get one of those set up right there. I think in the next episode, we'll start planning that out. We're going to have 15, all 15 recipes. So we're going to need 5 of each. So I want to put that right there. That'd be kind of fun to have a shopping district kind of thing. Phase of the Skyline Tower is almost done already. That's awesome. See that almost done. Here's all of this. More of that, please. Keep moving. Didn't mean to click you off. I do want to take a quick gander, though, at our imports and exports and see how all of this is doing. Not doing too bad, to be honest with you. That's doing fine. That's fine. This is going to be perfectly fine. We do have a couple of spots available to import more stuff. I need 5 more import-export contracts, and I can start importing my own light bulbs. I will likely produce my own steam carriages instead of importing them. Steam carriages are an amazing export. They are really not hard to produce, to be honest with you, so I will probably produce those myself and not worry with that. I think everything else is perfectly fine, though. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good so far. I'm reasonably happy with our progress. I know we're up to like episode 17 now, and I'm still like not even over 100,000 population. But now that we're here on Crown Falls and we are expanding, we will see a rather quick progression through the population. Especially once we get these skyscrapers up and running and I get some more islands going with production. I'm going to need several more setups with our little things right here. And I want to get this down here set up. So yes, I know another episode of me talking about what I'm going to do, but we are going to definitely do that in the next episode. Now that I have everything rolling and I know where I want to go with it all. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you some insights on how to plan things, how to consider what you need to be doing, how you need to do it, and where you need to be looking for your goals and how to reach those goals. I'm trying to use this also as a teaching guide for people who are interested in doing big populations. And there's a lot of thought process that goes into it, a lot of thinking you have to do about, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. Planning for it and then executing those plans instead of just, sloppily going through it without any real consideration as to what you're doing, because there is a lot that you have to do with it. It takes a while to get all this stuff up and running, but once you have it all up and running and you have your productions going and you have your docklands working for you, then it's just a matter of clicking the buttons and getting that population. So next episode, I plan on passing 100,000 pop and start our work towards that million right there. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Did, be sure to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you have not for more content. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.